I did specifically wanted to see this because I wanted to see what's going on, for Wuthering Waves, because I am pretty excited for Wuthering Waves to come out, so one of my anticipated games for Gacha, just because it's coming from Kuro Games, and I really do like, I really do love Kuro Games. So at least at the moment, unless they decided to also, to also fuck over the community too, like how Genshin is. But I really, really, really doubt that they're going to do that, because Kuro Games is a very humbled company compared to MiHoYo slash Hoyoverse. So yeah.
Tea and snacks as usual, please.
Coming right up.
Tea, a steadfast companion to the people of Jinzhou.
Thank you, Genshin.
We find our young monk laboring at the tea house.
The tea's as good as ever.
With such mindfulness and integrity, diligently she earns her keep, far from the mountain of her upbringing.
Palatable.
I do have to say, this is probably like one of my most favorite characters so far, I don't know, just something about her is kind of cool, personally, so.
I'd say, but alas, it cannot compare to the Yunlu tea.
How do you make that tea? Enlighten me, please. I'll serve it as you wish.
It's kind of funny because she has an ahoge, so that means she has like main protagonist vibes. she has main protagonist. Where did I put where did I put my? Oh, I guess I really okay. I guess I didn't. Thinking about it. No, I'll just grab one of my other new drinks. So.
Oh, such nerve. I'll have you know how its exquisiteness transcends your meager comprehension. To begin with, one must carefully gather the morning dew from lotus leaves on the heads of gull puffs, without agitating those delicate creatures, or the water won't taste as fine. Then, only the pristine shoots from elusive teal frill nests perched atop treacherous peaks will suffice. Finally, the tea must be roasted with ancient Uria wood, hailing from perilous domains, rife with ferocious beasts.
Here you are, looking like a decent challenge.
God damn. Damn, that character transition though is more smoother and clean than some of Genshin's,
Rife with ferocious beasts.
Here you are, looking like a decent challenge. Come forth. Serenity. Clarity. Tranquility. Cleanse primal vision. Gather cosmic force. Revelation, oneness, she lasts evermore.
And that's why it's impossible to...
Sir, here's the Yunlu tea, as you instructed. How do you like it?
This is the... No! This divine elixir far surpasses any tea I've ever had!
Another day, another progress. Hey! Oh, not you again! Stop! Stop! Come back!
Interesting. Can we go back for a second real quick? Not gonna lie, if this is supposed to be a character trailer, you know, for this character, right? I guess it's a pretty, yeah, I guess it's some very decent tea. Apparently that guy was in heaven apparently. I do have to say this transition was actually pretty smooth. I'm not gonna lie. It pretty much gave me like the Zhongli, you know, the Zhongli kind of vibe. Can we see that in slow motion real quick? Damn, that was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. That's actually pretty good. I think me personally, I think like Zhong Li's character transition was actually pretty decently good. I think if I remember correctly. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see in comparison. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen, you know. What is it? Character demo? Was it character demo? I think it was character demo, right? Yeah. Can I see this real quick? Or was it someone else? I don't really remember. No. Who was it? There was a specific character that had a really good like a really good transition from their, you know, from their character video to their splash art. I don't remember which character it was when it became I really don't remember which character it was. Oh man, I don't remember which character it was. I know there was a specific character that had a really good had a good one. Was Kazuo one of them? Let me see. Was Kazuo the one that had the best of the best when it came to from the splash art to the, let's see. Hmm. Hold on, let me see. If we type in best, right? I would assume somebody has a specific one for it, right? Hers, she just moved upwards, right? Yeah, she just moved upwards. So hers wasn't really fantastically great. If we, you know, if we're comparing to Wuthering Waves, of course, you know. Could it be Yolans? Hold on. Yeah, Yolans wasn't too bad. But I feel like I feel like there was I feel like there was one that was a little bit better. But yeah, no, nonetheless though, like the character transition from the gameplay itself to the character to the splash art was actually pretty fantastic. Especially in this one too as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty, yeah, I have to say that's actually pretty good, to be honest. Granted, this is probably I'd say my most anticipated character that I want to play. I want to get my hands on this specific character, you know? I'm curious, is there a Japanese version of this one? Is there? Let's see. Or is it just only an English dub and that's it at the moment? Well, if this is supposed to be, you know, if this is supposed to be a showcase, right, for the character, right? Because it says right here, Resonator Showcase, right? And I feel like we're probably gonna get like a lot of. I assume we're gonna get like a lot of Resonator, you know, a lot of showcases for the at least the standard 5-star characters. Because if this Gene doesn't have one, right? Does Gene have a character demo? I don't even know, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, I guess she does. I guess she does have a character demo. I don't even remember this, to be honest. I'll be straight up honest with you. I actually do not remember that she had a character demo.
I am Jean, the Dandelion Knight, requesting approval to join your party. From this day onwards, my honor and loyalty lie with you. We've still got work to do. Let's keep going.
Oh, but they're like using footage. They're kind of like using, they're kind of using some of the footage from the game. And then also on top of that, they're just using scenery, you know.
Going. It goes without saying the title Dandelion Knight brings me great pride, but I do sometimes wonder whether I truly live up to this reputation.
Yeah, this is pretty, you know, this is pretty, you know.
Perform up to 5 consecutive normal attacks, dealing physical damage to enemies.
No, because the one on Genshin Impact, you have the narrator. This one doesn't have the narrator in it, so you have her actually speaking the character, you know, the English VA.
From justice, I will not hesitate to point it out.
Oh, so even then, so then at the end of the day, that means just Wuthering Waves. It just has better, just has a better showcase for their characters, especially their starting characters. At least if these are going to be starting characters, like the first couple of 5 stars already. Like the game isn't even out yet, right? It's still in closed beta, right? And they have high quality like budget showcases for these specific characters, you know. Plus they have, plus they have like, if we go back to normal speed, right? But I don't even moon people though. If you want to see the moon is outside, Rattlesnake. What are you talking about?
Ancient Uria wood, hailing from perilous domains.
Because look at this.
Rife with ferocious beasts.
Here you are, looking like a decent challenge. Come forth. Serenity. Clarity. Tranquility. Cleanse primal vision. Gather cosmic force. Revelation.
Yeah, like this part is ridiculously really good. So
She lasts evermore.
And that's why.
yeah, so like overall, this is still pretty great. This is fantastic. So
Decent challenge.
like that's actually pretty relatively good. So yeah, no, I'm pretty excited for this game. Like they're making like showcases or so for their characters, and the game isn't even out yet. That's what makes it insane. The game isn't even out yet. It's still going into its second closed beta. And we're getting character showcases, for some of these characters. It is kind of nutty though. I would like to hear the Japanese version, of course, but there is no Japanese, I don't think there is a Japanese specific one. So you have this one here, like you have a bunch of different, showcases for, like you have some pretty high quality showcases, for their launch roster, right? This is their launch roster,
Okay,
and it's just going to improve from there.
Try this one last time. How did you get that intel?
Well, Come on, fellas. Can't we just talk this out?
For some apparent reason, the quality decided to dip down for a hot second. So
When it comes to information, it's like the mist. A mixture of truths and lies. But a broker of my expertise can easily pick out the goodies. Guess that's why I'm in such popular demand. Don't you agree? Occasionally, I run into eager clients that are just,
Nonsense!
I thought you were interested in becoming professional brokers. Now, you better listen up. I'm an honest broker of information, open to negotiations at the right price. But if you try to hustle a deal, then I'm afraid you've outstayed your welcome.
Foggy info boy, yeah.
Now you don't. Hey, stay focused. And that is my rule of thumb. Phew, enough of me lecturing. Thanks for coming. Well then, it's your time to shine. Why don't we start with your client.
Yeah, no, nonetheless, it's pretty interesting. So, like, these are some pretty, this is some pretty high quality stuff, for for some of these characters at the end of the day. It looks like we're definitely gonna be getting like one. This one's 5 months ago. This is the first one, of course. We're gonna check out from the first one from the newest. I think I already seen this one already specifically, but I don't remember on it as much. So it's been a while for that one specifically. Now let's check. Let's look at the first trailer, right? Compared to Genshin Impact.
Many associate snow with coldness and demise. But to me, it's the only untainted light. Anomalous visions, distorted nightmares linger in my eyes.
God, so edgy. Yeah.
All that once corroded me shall now be frozen in ice. Blizzard breaks out in an instant. It all ends here.
See, you see that? You see what she did with her sword sliding into the thing and then the ice breaking? They don't have that in the actual ultimate. In her actual ultimate, which is a bit of a shame, right? I would have thought it would have been cool specifically. But they do it in her trailer, right? In her showcase, but they don't do it in the game. I don't know, to be honest. That's why I feel like her ultimate is a bit lacking in the punch department personally. So
shackles are no more.
Because it looks cool. It looks cool in the cutscene, right? It looks cool in this trailer, right? It looks really nice. But then when you see it in game, it's kind of like okay. All right. kind of a bit of a letdown, so
May our world be clean as snow. Ever so pure.
God, she's so fucking edgy. She's so edgy. It's okay. So you can kind of tell that this trailer was a little bit more earlier. You can tell the budget is not there compared to it before. Of course, they were trying to do. They're trying to do this. Really cool. 3D cinematic or so in it on itself. With compared to the most recent one where they started using a emotion with the picture itself. So yeah. So that's pretty much about it. Hello, Capitalism. How you doing? Welcome to the streamer. So, my name is Sunako Nyaru. Manyara Lata VTuber knows no more dummy mommy. Hello, greetings. Yeah, no, it's definitely a lot more gameplay. There's a lot more gameplay instead of like using the, making an animation. Well, there is some animation to it, but like definitely the other, you can see that you can see definitely the budget is rising. From this one to here, and then we'll take a look at this one, and then to now, at 4 hours ago, basically. So, you can see the rise in it. But I'm not saying that like they're bad or anything. I'm not saying no, it's like the worst. I'm not saying her trailer was the worst, right? Is it probably the weakest? Yes, but it's still definitely stronger than Genshin Impact's, quotation marks, character trailers. The beginning rosters is what I'm saying. I'm not saying like up to now, right? I'm talking about like this, the starting off, the base game and the base characters, that are coming. They're gonna be coming out soon, of course. You know, so you know, now we'll take a look at the third one and see how the budget has rose from the second one. You know, so.
On the frontier, Jinzhou rests, where perilous fog does crest.
That is very true. That is very true. They are the starting
Dangerous
characters.
beasts may hide, they say. Bandits too, their blades do slay. Or perhaps a wayfarer's escapade. Seeking foes yet unknown, a maiden journeys all alone. Kind courier offers a ride she gladly partakes. Ahead they go, fog fading in their wake. Criminals lurk, plotting schemes, counting gains. Our maiden vows to foil their plans.
Yeah, because you can see there's more, you know, there's more animation to it, you know.
Like rabbits they flee, uninvited crooks she seeks.
Scarlet! Blossom! My patience finally paid off. Vanquish!
Jesus Christ, that music.
Judgment!
God, my headphones are rumbling from that. Sorry.
Eradicate! No mercy!
Petals cascade, in grace they sway. Pure as ever, she wipes her face. Adorned with jade, dispelling fear, bringing hope near.
Yeah, you can definitely see the budget increasing from, you know, who did the music in this trailer? Does it say down here? No, it doesn't say. It doesn't really say who did the music. I don't know if this was Vanguard Studio or if it was in-house. Oh, yeah. Not really too sure, so. But yeah, you can definitely see yourself the rise of, you know, the quality of each single trailer, you know, going up and up and up and up. So we'll probably be seeing another, you know, another character showcase, you know, another Resonator showcase. You know, it's a character showcase at the end of the day. So we'll definitely be seeing more and more and more coming out soon. Looks like every what? This was like 5 months ago, right? And then a month after that, we got, you know, Altos, basically. And then 2 months after that, we got Dungeon. And then now we just got, you know, Genshin. If I'm pronouncing the name correctly, of course, you know, so. Or, you know, however you want to pronounce it. Genshin. And I assume probably maybe in the next 2 months, we'll get another character trailer, you know? We'll definitely we'll take a look at it if it does come out, of course, you know, so. Oh, these are 4 stars. Interesting. I didn't know these were 4 stars specifically, so. That just means they're just giving love to their 4 stars. Because remember, in Genshin Impact, right? You know, because I'm gonna do a big comparison between the two because they're both the same genre of games, right? Competing in the same space, right? The only 4-star character that has like a zoom in, right? A zoom in on their you know, on their ultimates and stuff like that had like the special treatment, right? Quotation marks special treatment anyways, was Barbara. and then that was it. Like all the other 4-star characters just got neglected after that, you know. Because Barbara is the only 4-star in Genshin Impact to have a zoom in on her ultimate. And then all the other 5-star characters only have the special like zoom in camera type of thing, and then, you know, and stuff like that. So but anyway, that's kind of like a different thing. Like, granted, it's not the same, you know, it's a different topic in and of itself, but like when it comes to like the 4-stars, right? Like, let me see. Was there even a Barbara character demo? My God. This is the skin. I don't.
バーバラはとても頑張っている。ただ、時々無理しすぎだ。ど
I don't think there is. I don't think there is. I don't even think she had a character trailer. Yeah, no, she doesn't. Yeah, no, she doesn't have one. Yeah, no. And then of course we have, you know, we have Chi-Chi, which was literally 50, you know, 1 minute basically. So, and she's a 5-star character, you know.
I am Chi-Chi. I am a zombie, and I forgot what comes next. I want to build a snowman. Will you help? The wind is frigid. I like it. Hold my hand, please. This wind could blow me away. Wheel of life. Life goes on. Orders given. Orders received. I should have stayed indoors today.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's it. You know, you can definitely tell this was they got just a kind of a bit of a normal editor, you know, they just took, you know, they just kind of took some B-roll shots on the character, you know, standing in the grass, just waiting for her idle animation to start or so to record, and then it just walked here, and then, you know, they ran across this, you know, and then ran across this, and then fight a bunch of people with like a different camera, because this is all in game at the end of the day, so it's not really, you know, it's like nowhere near Wuthering Waves as, you know, character trailers. You know, they care about their characters. That gives you a you know, an actual like present that, like, you know, doesn't matter if they're a 4-star or a 5-star, you know, they're getting the special treatment, you know. Got to go, might be back. Peace, y'all. Great if go streams for too long, you know what to do. Alright, Dubstep, take care, hun. Be safe. Thank you for coming by as always, you know. Very appreciative, so, you know, you take care, you be safe, hun. Get Jim Brook, boy. Well, granted, remember this is I'm comparing them. I'm comparing them to comparison to like to begin with. Like this was 3 years ago, right? This is now. This was 5 months ago. This was 4 months ago. This was 2 months ago. Okay, you can definitely see like you can tell that Sanhua was definitely probably the weakest, but I wouldn't say it's the worst. Is it the weakest compared to the other three? Oh yeah, definitely. Like 100% yes. But it definitely is you know, compared to Genshin or so, it's definitely like miles apart away better than what Genshin did for their base characters. And then of course we have, Mona. I don't even I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even remember. I don't even remember that Mona had a character demo, basically, character trailer, you know.
I am astrologist Mona Magistus, meaning the
Yeah, of course, like I said, it's not, I wouldn't say it's the worst, but is it the weakest? Yes. Out of the other three, yes, it is pretty much. If you're comparing it to the other Wuthering Waves trailers, it probably is the weakest, because it's gonna age pretty poorly, because we are gonna get like new characters in Wuthering Waves, and then you can tell that the production value is gonna go higher and higher and higher when it comes to these trailers. So but I'm just talking about like the base game itself, and comparing the base game of Wuthering Waves off the bat with Genshin Impact, who is their company is 10 times bigger, and the budget for theirs is 10 times more than Kuro Games. So at least at the moment anyways.
astrologist Mona. The equipment repair bill is due, and so is the final payment for that celestial globe I ordered. Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them. Shadows of fate! Delve into destiny! Fate is upon you! Let me scribe! This was ordained by fate. Long had I foreseen it.
Yeah. That is very weak. I'll be honest with you, that is a pretty that is a very pretty weak character trailer, and then you got, Kaching, of course, so
I am Kuching, Yuhun of the Liga Chising. Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. Time is against us. We live in an era of change, as the old order.
And also another thing too, right? There's another thing that I just noticed from these trailers, right? It's a lot of telling about the character and not showing, she says, "Oh, I am Kaching, I'm part of the blah 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 blah,"
Order that has existed for 1,000 years is about to be rewritten. Join me. Let us bear witness to this historical moment together. Incoming! Speed of light! Don't blink! Hey! With sword comes shadow. When your heart is set on something, you get closer to your goal with each passing day.
Yeah, it's just a lot of just in-game b-roll shots, like even if I had the command to move my camera right here and just do auto attacks, just click on the mouse and then just record. This is probably the most easiest footage to get,
Let us bear witness to this historical moment together.
Yeah, so it's probably not the greatest way. That's why the one of the things is it felt like when Genshin came out, it felt like it was rushed, to come out basically, compared to Wuthering Waves. We look at this trailer again, right? This specific trailer is like a good example, right?
Okay, Alot. Let's try this one last time. How did you get that intel?
Well, Come on, fellas. Can't we just talk this out? When it comes to information, it's like the mist. A mixture of truths and lies. But a broker of my expertise can easily pick out the goodies. Guess that's why I'm in such popular demand. Don't you agree?
You see?
Occasionally, I run into eager clients that are just,
Nonsense!
I thought you were interested in becoming professional brokers. Now, you better listen up. I'm an honest broker of information, open to negotiations at the right price.
Yeah,
Try to
so
hustle a deal, then I'm afraid you've outstayed your welcome. Now you see me, now you don't. Hey, stay focused. And that is my rule of thumb.
I do have to say the camera angles, right? The camera angles for, this person who took the B-roll shots for these specific angles were a lot more dynamic. They were a lot more better. Like this person knew exactly what they were doing with this character, compared to the one that they were doing with Kaching, Mona, and Chi-Chi, There was a lot of, whoa, some very interesting shots, especially,
Hey, stay focused. And that is my rule of thumb. Phew.
and then you see the transition, going back into the animation itself,
Enough of me lecturing. Thanks for coming. Well then, it's your time to shine. Why don't we start with your client?
Look, because we don't know anything about this character, right? For somebody, for someone like me or so, right? I don't know really much about this character because I don't really want to look into the background for most of these characters, at least at the moment, anyways. We don't know where he's from. We don't know what he does. He's held up hostage, right, and being interrogated by these group of thugs, right, at the moment, saying like, "Where'd you get this intel from?" And then he fights his way out of it, and turns the tables basically. So it's a lot of the trailer is a lot of showing, than like telling us. I think that's the difference between both Genshin and Wuthering Waves. I think Wuthering Waves has a very good, excellent way of showing instead of telling, at least at this very moment anyways. Compared to Genshin, it's always like, oh, you gotta tell instead of show most of the time. So that's why I am pretty excited, for this specific game, because if they're giving, yeah, like I don't know who this character is. Who does he work for? I don't even know anything. This guy's tied up in a basement somewhere. He's tied up somewhere, with a bunch of thugs about to, basically like interrogate him, beat basically beat him up basically to tell the truth, So at the end of the day, it's still pretty good. Even the one for trailer was actually pretty fantastically, and a lot of it was CGI. I think it had like at least like 10 or 5% of gameplay like us. Okay, all right, Dark, shut up. Yeah, no, nonetheless, I'm pretty excited to see it. I'm excited for this game. Hopefully I get into the closed beta, and then we'll definitely we'll do some fun content stuff and see and check out, do some of the hard stuff too, to see how truly difficult, like to see how difficult it really is. If it's actually pretty difficult, then I am pretty excited, in my personal opinion, because I always like to min-max my characters. That's probably one of my favorite things to do, is to min-max my characters. Have enough. See how much damage, like to what's the word again? I don't know. I'm just like kind of tired, so I can't really think of the word. What's the word again? I use it all the time when I'm in like playing Genshin or so. Min-max. There you go. I like to min-max my characters to see how much damage, I can do with my characters, because I'm not a whale, At the end of the day, there's no way I'm going to become a whale for for a while, so because it's hard. If they say, well, it sounds like a skill issue in my personal opinion. If they say it's hard, so it sounds like a skill issue, but yeah, that's my own opinion. Hey, how you doing? We gotta talk about what? I don't know what we have to talk about, so. But yeah, nonetheless, that's my personal opinion on Wuthering Waves. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So.